Just a little bit upset. I had to turn the camera off for just a second because a little bit, you know, well, what's up guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and I have a coat on. Spring sprung and then got scared and went back to wherever it sprang away from, because today it's 37 degrees. It never got above 40 degrees at all today, but we're just gonna make the best of it. It's not raining. It rained most of the day yesterday. Today was my Friday. I am off work now for the next 3 days, and it's gonna be awesome because tomorrow is the first day of youth turkey season here in Oklahoma, and Emily has yet to harvest a turkey. We've tried the youth season the last 2 years, just not been able to connect. It's just slightly warmer in here than it is outside. Not much because the sun's not out. But I came down to the greenhouse. I got a few things I need to do in here, and I need to talk to you guys about a few things. Got some exciting news, at least I think it's exciting. And yeah, and there has definitely been a problem in here. Just a little bit upset. I had to turn the camera off for just a second because a little bit, you know when you work at something for a long time and then after a while it starts to see progress and things are happening, things are looking good. Look at this. So I don't have my Premier One fence up around the garden and the greenhouse area right now. I take it down and store it away for the winter time. Well, so as it starts to warm up, I have to open the vents and open the doors. I usually keep those doors shut, but I open the center ridge vent and I'll raise the back wall just a little bit to get a little airflow because it will get hot. Well, yesterday, after I got home, I turned out the goats, let them go off and graze. Well, the problem is I've noticed once or twice, one or two little baby goats likes to sneak in here, and I run them out. Well, I let them out yesterday. The big goats did not come in here, but apparently either yesterday or sometime today, because the baby goats can get under the gate out there in the goat pen, and they get out and graze in the yard, which is fine. They're not going anywhere. The mamas can't get out. Well, apparently today or yesterday evening, they spent a lot of time in my greenhouse and destroyed several tubs worth of greens, pulled complete cabbage plants out of the ground. Some of those are still there, but some of these cabbage were completely out of the ground. They've just literally destroyed. Like, there was cabbage. Like, there's some big heads of cabbage that I showed you guys the other day. They're just, baby goats are definitely not welcome in the greenhouse. I guess we're gonna have to go ahead and get the Premier One permanent fence and put up electrified around the high tunnel. I was trying to hold off till I got all the garden tilled up and ready, but this is frustrating. I mean, this is our food. We can't let the goats get in here and just destroy stuff that we've been spending months, weeks, and months working on. So obviously, talking about the baby goats getting in here and destroying a lot of our cool season greens was not the exciting news that I was hoping to tell you guys about, or wanting to tell you guys about. So the other day, I got a phone call from my friend Leon from Gardening with Leon. Leon's the guy that built my greenhouse. We talked him into starting a YouTube channel to spread his knowledge because he's been in the gardening business for over 50 years. And his channel's growing great. You should go check it out if you haven't. It's Gardening with Leon on YouTube. But Leon called, and so last year Leon and I, or well, it really wasn't me, Leon challenged Houston to a watermelon growing contest. And I'm not going to say he let Houston win, but he might have let Houston win. Anyways, a lot of people were asking about getting in on, you know, a watermelon growing contest or something of that nature. And Leon called me the other day and is kind of orchestrating, putting together a kids gardening contest for the 2020 garden season. Now, I'm not going to have all the details on this video. I will leave a link to Leon's video. Guys, go check that out. Watch it for all of the full details. But I think he's having the contest for kids ages 5 to 15 or 16. He's basically just trying to get kids into gardening, learning how to grow their own food, because you and I both know with everything that's going on in the world right now, this right here is one of those skills that we need to be teaching our kids. We need to teach our kids how to grow their own food, just because what we're going through right now is a major deal, and we just need to know how to grow our own food, whether it's, you know, this amount or a couple pots on your patio, or you do like I did last year and will probably be doing soon this year, in growing cucumbers and things in a hydroponic 5-gallon bucket or a barrel. But anyways, Leon decided to come up with this gardening contest for kids, and he's going to have several different categories. I'll let him explain all that, but he's going to be growing, or we're going to have a contest on growing the biggest tomato, the most cherry tomatoes on a plant, the biggest bell pepper, the biggest jalapeno pepper, the biggest watermelon, for all of you that have been wanting to get in on a watermelon growing contest, kids, and one that I'm a little apprehensive about, and that is the biggest pumpkin growing contest. Now, the reason I'm a little bit apprehensive is because Leon has been challenged by, and I'm just saying been challenged by, he's got a good friend that we've told you about on our channel once before, and this kid's amazing. The kid last year grew a 500-pound pumpkin. 500 pounds. And he sold it to the Oklahoma City Zoo for like $2 a pound. And that's Jack from Grow Jack Outdoors. We've talked to you guys about him before. He did a lot of trapping videos during the winter, but Jack's also a big gardener and grows ginormous pumpkins. I don't know that Houston and I can grow a 500-pound pumpkin. But anyways, so we're opening this up to all kids. You can do it in 5-gallon buckets. You can do it in the big self-wicking tubs like we have here, in your garden, in your ground, in your mom's flower bed. Whatever you want to do, pick a couple of those categories. You don't have to grow them from seeds. You can go to the garden centers and buy pepper plants or tomato plants, whatever you want to do. But go check out Leon's video to get all the details, because you have to enter into the contest. You have to contact Leon to enter. Now, I am setting up a Facebook page. I'll get that set up in the description box of this video. Go check that out. Probably not going to do a lot of like judging on that. That's just going to be for all of us to connect and everybody to share their pictures. There's not going to be like a set beginning date and a set ending date. This is just for the 2020 gardening season, because everybody grows at different times from south moving the way up to the northern states. So we're going to be having a lot of fun with this. I have no idea how many cherry tomatoes grow on one plant. I've never kept track, but they grow a ton. So we're going to have to get out here and write down each, you know, how many tomatoes we pick off of each cherry tomato plant or something, I guess, if we want to compete in that category. But Houston's not out here. I tried to get him to come outside and talk to you about this, but he said, "Dad, it's cold. I think I'm gonna stay in here and play Minecraft for a little while." And he's right. It's 37 degrees outside, and he would have been a lot more upset about this than me. He would not be happy with those goats. But anyway, so gardening contest for 2020, peppers. We're gonna do a couple different kinds of peppers, watermelons, pumpkins, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, lots of stuff. Like I said, be sure to go watch Leon's video. He's got all the details and how to enter and all that stuff. And then look up the gardening contest on Facebook. We're gonna start a page so everybody can kind of follow along and see what everyone's doing. So, whew, let's go feed those pesky goats, because they're still hungry, even though I'm not happy with them. So here's what I'm talking about. None of the big goats can get out, but Bear likes to dig out and come under the gate so he can come to the house sometimes. That little bitty gap right there doesn't look like much, but those little goats can sneak out under there. So I think instead of feeding them right now, I'll just see if they want to get out and graze. Now, all the doors and vents are closed. We're good. Come on, goats, y'all want to graze? Well, Bear wants out. Bear wants out, don't you, buddy? Here, I guess I'll open this gate too, guys. Since y'all are too lazy to go around. You gotta come out here, crybaby. I gotta shut the gate so the packers don't get out. As you can tell, they're not all highly intelligent animals. Some just aren't smart enough to follow the leader. Come on, you little crybaby. I can't let the alpacas out right now. You get back, Dolly. Come on. Come on, you little critter. Get out here. Hey, not you. You're not going out. I'm gonna feed you in there away from the goats. So you go that way. Go on. Oh, what a debacle. Listen to him. Someone's feeling sympathy for you. Come back to check on you. Ah, success. Now, y'all go find Mama. Quit your crying. I'm telling you, I enjoy having goats around. I do. I go through spurts where I hate them sometimes, like today. But I mean, you can see that high level of intelligence at work right there. I mean, those two babies can literally see the goat herd, but they're screaming bloody murder because they're by themselves. Oh, you can't see it because the window's too dirty. Tina was out there bucking and jumping and ripping, roaring and snorting. And so when I let the goats out like that, it's a good opportunity to be able to feed the alpacas by themselves and not have to lock them up and separate them. I hear somebody yelling at me. Hmm?
Oh, you scared me! Oh, you scared me.
Where you been? You're all bundled up like it's wintertime out here.
It's cold.
You got on toboggan, gloves?
It's cold. Look at Rufus. She's
Come on, girls. What?
Dolly.
What is it, Dolly?
Don't kick your daughter. Right. Anubis.
Open that gate this way.
What?
Open the gate this way. So a lot of people have been asking for an update on how the mud hole fix went when we put the big gravel, the big rock in here. As you can see, it's held up very well. We're starting to get some mud filling in the gaps. It's not rough on their feet at all, but it's still a little soft over here next to the barn. Need to fix that. And then right in front of Houston, it's getting a little bit soft right there, which is back under the barn. Here, I gotta shut the gate bell. Move. But as I was saying, where we put the rock has worked out really, really well. It's not too rough on their feet or anything. They just need to come in and add some more right there and off to that side, which is no big deal because we still have quite a bit on the pile back there. What are you laughing about?
I was walking at Isaac and he went. Big Mac, why are you eating the food?
Bro.
Out of the bucket.
Don't spill my bucket. Big Mac. Get back, dude. Hey, whoa. You're gonna spill my bucket, man. You're gonna spill my bucket. Spread these out a little bit. Rufus likes to spit at the other fellas if they're all too close.
Okay.
Told you. Big Mac, dude. Hey. See, that's the problem I have with you. These troughs don't spill very easy, but Big Mac likes to make a mess.
Yeah. See, they're trying to fight because he messed his up.
Houston?
Huh?
My hands are cold. I'm not used to the cold now. I'm used to the warm weather, huh?
Well, actually, I have gloves because I can be smart sometimes. Huh?
Will you do me a favor?
No.
Please?
Nah.
Feed the scraps to the chickens. I brought the bucket out here, and then you can gather the eggs. See how many eggs we have today.
Heavy.
What all you got in that bucket?
Bunch of stuff.
Oh, lots of good food for the chickens, huh?
Yep.
How many did you get?
7.
Let me see. I don't believe you. Look at those pretty eggs. Hey, do you think any specific color tastes better than the others?
Honestly, not really.
Not really? Do you have a favorite egg color?
Probably like a green. No green in here.
I don't see any green eggs. You eat green eggs and ham?
Yeah, I've seen a real green egg.
You know, some of the baby chicks that we have in the barn will lay green eggs?
Yeah.
So I guess since Houston had to use my hat for the eggs, we'll finish this video without a hat on. You guys never see this. So, Houston, you didn't come to the garden with me, so you didn't hear the big announcement down there. So, Leon's having a gardening contest, and Bella wants to lick the back of my head. But Leon's having a gardening contest with all the kids that watch his channel, and our channel, and Dutch's channel. And they're having a contest for the biggest watermelon, the biggest pumpkin, the biggest tomato.
I'm probably gonna win the watermelon.
Do you think so?
Y'all all know that I grow a big watermelon once.
So Houston's calling it. He says he's gonna win the watermelon contest. Bella, really, babe?
I don't know.
Let us talk for a minute. Get back. Get back.
I honestly don't know about the pumpkin because we have grown pumpkins, but they didn't go well.
We're not real good at growing pumpkins, are we?
No, never done that before, really.
So, aside from that, what is your take? Because I don't know that we've really ever asked you, and I'm just curious to see, but what's your thoughts? What's your take on this virus thing that's going on right now with COVID-19?
What do you mean?
Well, what do you think about it? How does it affecting you, or how's it affecting other people? What do you think about this virus problem?
It's going around and it is not going well. There's been 2 deaths and 4 kids have had it, but they didn't die. So I just hope nobody will die from this coronavirus.
What do you think about it canceling all of your school, canceling everything we get to do, having to stay home all the time?
I'm kind of glad that they canceled school.
What about the whole social isolation?
Social isolation.
Social isolation. And you can't go out in public, and you've just been having to stay home, and you know, Jacoby hasn't got to come over in a while, and
No, I want him to come over here.
it's been kind of just stuck at home lately, huh?
Yeah,
How long do you think all this will last?
probably about 3 more months.
3 more months? Well, all right then. So, I've been sitting in the evenings watching President Trump's speeches and talks with the whole COVID committee and all the stuff that's going on. And our hearts really go out to the people in the bigger cities in New York and in places like Florida and even New Orleans, and now they're saying it's getting closer, like Dallas is probably going to be a hot zone soon. This thing is really spreading across our country, and it's taken a lot of people by storm. You know, for a long time, a lot of people just were not taking this thing very serious and didn't think it was that big a deal. There were so many social media posts and friends saying things like, you know, the flu kills 20,000 people a year, and this thing hasn't killed near that many people. But I think we're coming together as a country, and I think most everybody's on board and knows this is a very serious situation. And I think it's important that we understand what's going on, that we teach our kids about what's going on, that they understand what's going on, that Bella gets plenty of attention. That's always important too, huh, Bella? But anyway, so our hearts go out to anyone that's been sick with this stuff, and everyone in our country has been impacted by it. But we know there are a lot of people that have had a lot more serious impact than we have so far. We've been pretty fortunate here in our area. There's no confirmed cases yet. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It's going to hit all of us at some point in time. But it's a very serious deal. And that's kind of why I think Leon thinks it's so important to teach this next generation how to grow their own food, and getting them involved in a contest like he's doing, I think, is a great way to get kids excited about growing their own food, excited about planting vegetables. And we know from experience here, if our kids get out there and they plant the seed and they watch the crop grow, they're way more apt to eat some of those vegetables than if it's just something that you buy at the grocery store. Did you want to say something?
The virus started in China and then goes on closer to us, closer. But I was gonna see if y'all want to see a flip.
A flip?
Yeah.
You want to end this video on the trampoline?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you wrap up the video here, and then I'll go shoot you doing a flip.
Okay. So if you haven't already, go down there, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and like this video.
Hey man, you forgot to take your boots off.
I don't care.
Woo! I think the boots threw you off balance a little bit.
Let me try again.
So close. It's a good thing we got a net around this thing.
Yeah.
All right, one more time. Oh.
So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.